Hello and welcome to Neverwinter, our interactive D&D 5e adventure where we are not in Neverwinter.
Ever.
Never will be.
Last we left off, there was a bit of revelation for one of our characters as they met their old mentor, who now runs a cult in the city of Evernight. I said it right this time. I second guessed myself.
You're about to make a fool of yourself.
Well, you kind of did now. You just called yourself out.
You could have just rolled with it.
Yeah. He'll get better.
Colloquially, it's called Everlight because of the river of fire that runs through it. So either way, I'm right. Anyway.
As right as your wife.
Oh, I forgot what you were referencing there for a minute. Yes, Travel with Joe this morning. Yes, historically.
I was there. You were there. We were all... Well, you guys weren't, but anyways.
So, they had a revelation where Senna is running a cult. He doesn't refer to it as a cult, but it is a cult nonetheless. And, as Faye approached to discuss what was going on, she took her glove off and revealed the tattoo on her arm, the dark powers, and the tentacles squiggled across the skin. And this freaked him out a bit, and he said, "Oh no, she serves the Dark Lord, attack." And we're all gonna roll initiative. That's how we're starting. Why does the stream say Scully?
Who?
I don't know how to fix that.
Is that what you played today?
That is what I played today on Java with Joe. I didn't update the game, I guess. I thought I did, but maybe it didn't take. We are not playing Scully. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Some people are going to tune in, and you're going to piss them off. What the fuck is going on with this? Oh, there we go.
Just give it a minute. It's fine. We're professional, right?
Hashtag pro streamers.
Why do you people watch us?
Okay.
Ooh.
Did it
That's
work?
not going.
I think it worked.
Are we on the right places? Yeah, it looks like it.
Cool. I think even the set game thing worked.
I would move Mark just a smidgen upward if you could, Joe, because it looks like he's about to eat the bottom half of the border.
Well, I don't know if y'all noticed last time I was trying to arrange myself so Arden's sword's looks like it's sticking out my nose.
Yes. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Oh, that's your mic over there. Never mind. We're good.
So yeah, now that we've gotten everything fixed, Neverwinter is a charity project of the Nerd Asylum. Please consider helping us out on our mission to raise money for the kids at Riley Hospital for Children in Indianapolis via Extra Life. You can donate and affect the game at extralife.org/participant/Neverwinter. Neverwinter.
You good?
No, English is
Never gonna
escaping
give you up.
Never gonna get to never.
So, after all this, let's dive in. Roll initiative.
Oh,
Not
shit.
my real dad.
I rolled the first time you asked for it.
Okay, well, Arden, what'd you roll?
15.
15. Rook, what'd you roll?
Sorry. Had to get back.
Sorry
on the
is
page.
not a number 1 through 20.
It's 18.
Okay. Faye, what'd you roll?
Also an 18
Nice. Who's got the
Oh,
higher
no.
decks?
for Rook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Stellan, what'd you roll?
I don't know. I'm Ivan right now. I'm waiting for it to load. 13.
I mean... Okay.
The worlds are bleeding.
Oh, you guys are lucky. All but the one guy has rolled super low, so... that was a thing. Thank you. Congratulations.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Welcome
Move
to
on.
the Nerdiverse. Well, something. I don't know. There's, things.
It's me. It's fine. It's cool. Move on.
God damn it. Okay, so there's Stellan, and Rook is in the window behind, or not Stellan, sorry, Senna, standing in the center of the room. Rook is right behind Stellan, or not Stellan, Senna, sorry.
Senna.
I can't with names today. Rook is right behind Senna, Faye is right in front of Senna, about 10 feet back. Well, maybe 5 feet. Like
Yeah, it was 5 feet. 'Cause
Showing,
he had
so-
me. Yeah, because he had me by the throat and then released me, and then there was that.
And then Arden, you were kind of down like a step or two below, right? You hadn't come up into the room fully yet. The ones that kind of dove at Faye, there were 2 of them that dove that way, and both of them kind of like went over you and are stumbled down the steps and are behind you. There's a third individual who Senna was directly talking to, as oh no, she serves the Dark Lord, get her. That individual is going to go first and is going to act on those orders by Senna. So he has multi-attack, and that
was your whole plan. Get her.
So it's an 18 and a 13 to hit.
Oh yeah, because like we're not in armor or anything. The people that snuck in, we took all that off.
Yes,
so.
you did. Yes, you did.
Let me make sure that if it's, I think it's a 13 that's gonna hit me or anything above. But let me just. Yeah, so anything above a 13 will hit me, and I think both of them were.
Oh
Okay.
no, Stellan's a ghost already.
I'll never know, guys.
Okay, so both of those hit as he reaches into his robe and pulls out a dagger from his little reverse Assassin's Creed holster and jabs at you and slices across your forearm and then again across your bicep. You're going to take 8 slicing damage.
All right, cool. I'm going to use my Rebuke of the Talisman. I remembered it.
Hey!
So he takes 3 psychic damage and is pushed 10 feet away from me.
As he finishes slicing across your bicep, you see him flinch as he is launched telekinetically across the room 10 feet. And that brings us to Rook, who is standing behind Senna.
Okay, so Rook is going to.
I found this one.
Okay, go to bed.
He's going to use his action to try to grapple
Okay,
Senna, like from behind,
do it.
and then
I believe you have advantage with that because he is flanked with Faye in front and you behind.
I have to roll athletics, right? Versus his athletics.
Yep.
Advantage roll. Hell yeah.
Well,
21.
you're gonna win that. You're gonna grapple him pretty easily.
I got it. 21.
Yeah, against his 4, it's not even a fight. So you reach around behind the neck, then kind of like grabbing him by the neck.
Yeah. And
Okay.
as my bonus action, I summon one of my psychic daggers and hold it up to his head. All right, I'm going to need you to calm the fuck down and let's have an actual conversation.
You do
If
not
you don't-
understand. She serves the Dark One. We must
Okay.
destroy her.
We should talk about this instead of trying to kill everyone. Because if that is my friend, and if you kill her, I don't give a fuck about whatever relationship you have to Stunner. I will snap your neck
Please don't.
and I will jab this fucking dagger through
He
your
doesn't
brain.
mean it. He doesn't mean it.
No, I do.
No,
I
he
do.
doesn't.
I fucking do.
Only a minute.
So are we gonna have a conversation or are you gonna keep doing this?
Okay. That was your. You can't
Yeah.
roll persuasion because you've already taken an action. But
Right.
Faye, you see, he's been grappled, and you have successfully defended yourself against that attack. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so knowing that he gave the order and I don't know if the others are coming back for me, I'm not going to go. I'm staying strictly defensive. I'm gonna pull up one of my water tentacles right next to me. Yeah. So it's just gonna like swirl into existence right next to me, and that's only a bonus action. I think for my actual action, I'm just gonna take the dodge action. So disadvantage on attacks against me.
Woohoo, action
Okay.
economy.
You do notice when you do that, his eyes widen a bit
Hmm.
when he sees the tentacle, the liquid tentacle.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm protecting my ass here.
She's just happy to see you.
It's not one of those shows. Jeez.
Is it?
No, senpai.
Arden. There are
Not
two people
every
below,
show.
like 5 or 6 steps below where you're at, and you can see visually what's going on in the room above you. What would you like to do?
I will back to the top of the platform with the 2 guys below me and flash out the sword and just be like, just stay right there.
Okay. Roll me an intimidation roll.
Oh, what? Are
Imitation?
you okay, Joe?
No,
Like,
I'm not.
Are you having a stroke?
Can you
Like-
smell toast, or is everything fine?
Go get coffee.
Ooh, natural.
I'm giving you permission to have
You got a
coffee.
nat 20?
I did.
Really?
But 23.
Oh, crap.
It's been forever, Kat.
No, it hasn't.
For a total of 23, you said?
Correct.
Okay, great. So, you see them kind of put their arms in there. They're going to grab something out of their, like, little hangy things. Sleeves, thank you. God damn it.
Joe, do you need like 5 minutes? Like,
Yeah, like, are you okay, Joseph?
Uh,
I don't know what number I'm on anymore.
5, 6. Oh, we lost Ronald.
Oh,
Everybody
I
moved.
didn't even realize we lost Ronald.
He came back.
He's right there.
Oh, Ronald.
Mark.
Why isn't he moving
Cat,
back?
Yeah,
Cat
we-
needs to go there. And then Ronald goes there. There. Okay. I think we're good.
No,
Guys-
I'm.
Okay.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I think my internet had its own seizure.
Can you hear
That's
me
all
now?
right. So Arden, they for a second look like they're about to reach in and grab something out of their sleeves, and they hesitate, and you see them kind of just like back down the steps. Like they back down about 6 steps, and they're keeping an eye on you, but they've kind of backed away, like they're not wanting to engage.
Okay.
That brings us to Stellan.
Could we all just like take a second and just calm down? Okay. All right. She obviously got herself into something that she shouldn't have. Okay. All right. And we are going to help her out of that. Right? Faye? Yes?
Sure,
Yes?
Sure.
Exactly. Okay. We don't need a fight. Okay. This isn't us. This isn't you.
Roll a
Yes.
persuasion.
Utterly confused.
Can you have advantage since I'm like, I'm very sure I would.
17 plus numbers.
So were you trying to
19.
persuade him or just befuddle him?
Yeah. Quit groping my mentor, please. 19, Joe.
19? Okay. He does, he kind of settles a bit down and seems to kind of relax. And Rook, you feel his muscle tension, like, kind of relax a bit, and he looks over at the other guard that's in the room and kind of motions to stand down.
Okay. I cautiously let him go. I'm keeping the dagger out.
Okay. This has successfully diffused the combat situation. So we're no longer in initiative order.
Keep it that way, guys.
Cool. I'm assuming that I dropped my glove when I took it off, or is it still in my other hand?
You never specified that you dropped it, so I just imagined that you still had it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put it back on
Okay.
after this, because like now I feel bad. And I don't dismiss the water tentacle, but it only lasts like a minute, so it'll just when that time's down.
Does it just, like, stop and then splash?
Yeah, totally. That's exactly how I've always imagined it. Like it's just like it's there, and then when the time comes out, it like falls over and splashes on the ground.
I love it. Hi. So he looks over at Stellan and says, well, what are you doing here?
I was on my way to Neverwinter, and then this guy came out of nowhere. There was this portal that he made come out of nowhere, and then we got pushed into the portal, and then we were falling for Anyways, we're here, and we were on our way to leave to meet you over there.
Well, to suffice it to say, I will not be in Neverwinter, but I do need you there. And if you will be so kind as to allow me, he's kind of like stuttering a little bit since he's still kind of...
Oh no, I let him go. I just
Oh, you
have
let
I still have the dagger out. Just
I will take slow movements, and he kind of walks over to his desk in the room, and he opens one of the bottom cabinets and starts... You hear the clinking sounds, and you can see the sparkling. He seems to be grabbing crystals. No, not that one.
Stellan like looks at everybody and just kind of awkwardly smiles.
Faye does not smile. She is eyeing Senna.
same. Like he is glaring at this man like the slightest fuck up.
Faye, she's got like a confusion because she had the conversations with Stellan from the room, and so there's some kind of idea, but then what she just experienced is like, all right, I don't trust this guy.
About a minute passes as he's fumbling through, and there it is. And he moves quickly as he turns around, and he's got a crystal about 3 inches long in his hand.
Stellan would have made his way over to the desk. He would have been adjacent to the like opposite side of the desk. So when he turns around, he's just like, "What's up?"
Yes, Stellan, take this one. Go to the Demon's Bridge. The Demon's Pit. You'll want to go on the southern side and find a crevice that looks like a monkey. And he hands it to you.
Rook will tilt his head at that.
Like, what?
A monkey?
A
What?
crevice.
Why
That
is the
looks
Nerd Asylum bot going freaky in chat? Sorry, I'm distracted.
Okay. Sure. Why am I doing this?
This is the crystal that opens that portal. Protect it with your life, Stellan. We don't want anything to get through.
Okay. That's a very big responsibility. That I am fully capable of doing, mind you. To worry. But again, what is this? All this? What I get the none of this makes sense. When did you break away from our teachings? I do not understand.
Our teachings are insignificant compared to the threat that comes to Neverwinter if I don't hold these portals at bay.
But why not get back up or reach out or something?
There is no time.
I could go back and I could.
That's my point, and he shoves the crystal in your hand. You must go back to Neverwinter. Warn them that Asmodeus is coming. I can stall him for so long. I can stall her for only so long.
But,
Man, I
what
can't
if nobody
English.
believes me? I do.
You must convince them, Stellan. It is your duty.
Duty.
Damn it. Oh, okay. When will I see you again?
I do not have that answer for you. But you have trained well. You are my star pupil. And you are burdened with glorious purpose, just as I am.
Keep mentioning that.
I throw the dagger.
Yeah, just kick his ass. Fuck it. Let's go. Glorious purpose, right? Okay, I do not like any of this, but if this is as serious as you say it is, how are they supposed to prepare for Asmodeus?
I don't know. Perhaps you can rally the army together. Gather some allies to fight. I can only hold her off so long. You won't have much time.
Well, okay.
This is all escalating very quickly.
Yeah, like when you say we don't have much time, are
I'm
you
talking
talking
months, a year?
Yeah, months, weeks. What's the time frame
24
we're looking
hours?
at?
Oh, maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
2 2-3 weeks.
At the
Okay.
most.
I can get my affairs in order in that time.
I am gonna have to pull in a lot of favors.
Hey, Faye.
Side eye.
It's like it sounds like the material plane is gonna get hot very soon. Maybe your water might be helpful in that.
I still can't open one. I'm trying to find it out, but
Oh yeah,
last
no,
time
I was being sarcastic. But you, Mr. Mental Man.
Senna.
Yeah.
Yes, my name is Senna.
Mm-hmm.
Put some respect on it, bitch!
Yes.
Stellan, calm down.
Speak.
That mark, what does it mean? You were frightened by it. We are part of our quest is helping our friend here in some endeavors. Not exactly helping her out, but helping her personally. And whatever this mark is, it's pitting hiccups in my personal plans. And
Her tattoo, you mean? The mark of the Dark Lord?
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say that
which
it's a
Dark
Dark
Lord?
Lord.
There's kind of a lot of Dark Lords. I mean, there's like that
One of
undead,
them, yeah, the no-nose guy.
yeah, the
He's, like,
pig-looking
obsessed with
guy.
that. Yeah, he's obsessed with some kid. Really weird. Someone should look into that.
Are we talking like a Dark Lord darkness or undead lord or like what's going on?
That
She said
symbol
she said she-
represents the void.
Well, it's definitely not where I got it.
Yeah, didn't you say you get it from some water guy?
It was an elemental that I encountered, and I didn't have it before the encounter, and then when I met up with you on the beach afterwards, it was there. I assume that I got it from that, but I can't really tell you for sure.
Are you sure it was an elemental?
I'm pretty sure it was, strangling the hell out of me underwater. I couldn't really see through it, but there was visuals enough.
Could someone have piggybacked the pact that she made?
If you made a
Question
pact,
mark.
it probably wasn't with an elemental. Perhaps the elemental was just a puppet.
I honestly don't really know. It spoke to me of returning to the plane of water and drowning the world, and that's all that was really there.
Drowning the world, you say?
Drowning the world.
Let's build
To
an
bring
ark.
What could go wrong there?
It wanted to go home, and
He reaches across and grabs a book and slams it down on the desk and flips over to a page, and immediately you see the symbol. And next to that page, on the other page, it just says the Leviathan, and there's a text entry. And as you read through it, the Leviathan is an ancient and dark power that's incomprehensible to mortals. Like, it's beyond elementals, beyond deities, beyond... It's this ancient relic of eons past that sits in the void, wants to drown the cosmos in chaos to destroy it.
Yeah, I
Well-
told you that thing wasn't good. Tried to tell you.
look, it doesn't change the fact that it saved my life and I'm in a debt.
It didn't save your life. It's using it as a tool.
I was gonna die if it didn't intervene. Sure, it made an advantage.
It took advantage of her, and it is not her fault.
I'm not saying
Awkward
it's her,
blush.
I'm not
Stellan-
saying it's her fault. I'm just saying you weren't given much of a choice.
And it doesn't matter. I wasn't given much of a choice in most things in my life. But the thing is that I choose to do is be loyal to something that's given me more power and actually a chance to live. I understand that it's not good. And I can't really say that it's evil either. I mean, sure, what we're seeing on the textbook says that it just wants to drown the world and cosmos in chaos, but is that really evil?
Yes.
No, you're thinking about it too.
It is incomprehensible.
Exactly. You can't prescribe a mortal's will to this thing. Like, and I knew that when I got out of the water.
Faye, you do not
Yes.
have to explain yourself right now.
Yes, one problem at a time.
Joe, what else is on this desk?
There's a candelabra. There's a little like raw iron thing with 3 candles, like the big sticky
Candlestick?
ones.
Yeah.
Candlestick, yeah. There's
Lumiere?
Lumiere. Lumiere is on the desk.
Yeah.
As well as there's
A teapot?
no.
Is there a rose inside of a glass bottle?
Little
petals
cup with a
awkwardly
chain.
falling off.
Is that the time limit we have?
When the last petal falls, all
And
hell
Asmodeus
breaks
will
loose.
rise. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
No, we're sorry, we're gonna behave, I promise.
No, you're fine. There's not a rose. There is, however, an hourglass on the desk that is currently sifting sand from one side to the other, and you can see that there's more sand in the bottom than there is at the top. There's no real indication about how much time. I mean, you'd have to ask to.
It's not like an actual hourglass then. Because an hourglass does an hour.
Wow.
Wow.
I would like to stand very far away from Faye for the rest of the episode.
You remember that Tarask?
Yeah, the one I gave to my fucking
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Anyway, yeah, there is an hourglass that's there. It's not an hourglass, I guess. There's a time glass on the desk, and the bottom sand is bigger than the top sand.
Rose streamer.
All right. So yeah, cool.
So, while we're doing this, I've got a small announcement here. We have changed the extra life incentives, and the TPK now only costs $3. So,
Oh, fuck!
Jump on it quick.
Let's
For the
all
next
go
10
to
minutes.
Barovia. Let's all go to Barovia.
if anybody donates $3, that's it. $3 in the next 10 minutes. TPK everybody.
Oh, well, goes
What you want?
Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
So yes, that is what's going on in this current situation.
Okay. Okay.
This is something that we can deal with later, he says as he points to the book. Right now, I need you to head to Neverwinter. I need you to find Isaac the Titan. He works for Acquisitions Incorporated.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
We just fucking got rid of these guys, and we're working with their competitors.
Isaac the what again?
Titan.
Isaac the Titan.
Jesus Christ.
He is not a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone literally in the party hears Rook say "fuck," but like he has like this deadpan face. Just like,
Got a
you sure it
history
has
with
to
him.
be Acquisition Incorporated that we have to talk to?
Well, just because he works for the company doesn't mean that you will be doing the work of the company. But that is most likely where you will find him.
All right, so we just nab him on his lunch break. It'll be fine.
Great.
Great. Yeah. Well then, I guess we should be off. No time to waste.
It is imperative that you talk with Isaac and tell him that Asmodeus is on her way. I keep changing that because, sorry.
Genderless, it's fine. Hell has no genders.
Asmodeus is the title that we've learned
Except-
last episode, so
Hell has no fear like a woman's scorn. I don't know.
What do you know about a woman's scorn?
what do you know
Hang
about
out.
woman scorn?
Lunch.
Anyway, before I suffocate in here, any other words of wisdom, so mentor?
Not for you.
Yeah, no, I meant for this guy because he needs help.
He was fine last night.
What? His face is he's really trying to hide his face right now. I'm just
He walks over to Stellan and he puts one hand on your shoulder and he
he
locks
jumps.
eyes. Stellan,
Yeah. Yes.
I am proud of you.
Think. Why?
Don't
I-
let this trouble you, but the fate of the entire cosmos is riding on your actions. Now quickly, head to the demon's pit. Warn Neverwinter.
Oh, that's reassuring. All right, guys. Since I, didn't come through the traditional means, I'm just gonna fly and meet you outside the gate.
All right, we gotta stop and get our stuff, cause she I'm
Does this
still.
make us official members, or do we still have to go through the?
Yeah, what's with the no clothes thing? Just the.
It's weird.
Well, we wouldn't want people contaminating the area.
This place used to be like a morgue.
Let's just go. Before he goes to leave, though, he kind of stops and runs back and gives Senna a hug. I'm not gonna let you down. I'll do my best.
He reciprocates and he kind of whispers, "Yes, I hope not. It wouldn't just be me you'd be letting down, but the entire universe."
Wow, this
No
guy's
pressure.
pep talks are
No,
garbage.
no pressure. No, of course. It's
You got
the
this.
nature of the work, right?
Yes,
And I will find joy in the work.
very good. I am proud of you. Just remember, there's always an Asmodeus or some perilous Leviathan or some tiefling who's gotten himself in too deep with his father that is threatening the reality.
Rick is still there. It's like, that hits a little
Okay,
too close to
I,
home. What the fuck?
I'm sure Faye and Arden just continued walking down like nothing was going wrong.
One problem at a time, Stellan. Take it one problem at a time.
Yep.
So that's a god.
I can't really take on any other
I
problems
feel
right
like
now.
perhaps our one problem should have been figuring out why he's sticking people in crystals.
You know what? Not gonna question that. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
He runs off, trips a little bit, and straightens himself out. Runs back though, and he goes to the desk, and he just kind of gets the book slowly. I'm just gonna borrow this for study science. Okay, bye. He doesn't really wait for permission. He just has the book with him.
Okay, so you have that book. And the two gentlemen on the staircase kind of give you a glare as the three of you descend the staircase. Rook, you said you flew out the window. And
Not yet. I was waiting for Stellan and everyone else to leave. I was going to talk to the mentor.
That's my dad. That's my dad. It's kind. It's cool. I know him.
so the three of you descend, and
Friend
then
from-
Rook, you're able to do that.
All right. I'm curious. You seem very knowledgeable, and from what I understand, from the times I pay attention to when Stalin talks, you dealt with extraplanar things.
I have been known to dabble.
Faye is a good friend, and I don't mind Stalin's presence. And I kind of like the world the way it is. And yes, you're right. One problem at a time. But if you can give me sort of a lead on how I can probably sever someone from a pack.
Sever someone from a pack. Oh, pact.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Got you. Well, that's not an easy task. You will either have to provide the patron with an equivalent substance exchange, yes. That's what I was trying, and then I caught myself. An equivalent exchange,
Copyright.
or kill the patron.
Hmm,
Good luck
I don't think.
with either one of those.
Seems easy enough. We got this. It's just a water elemental.
Great.
It's just a water elemental.
All right. Well, hopefully there's some books in Neverwinter that might bring the lead. And Rook will hop out the window and stealthily try not to bring too much attention to himself as he tries to fly to the front gate.
Yeah. So you fly around, and the only people that notice you are the people that were in the building.
The tower.
The
Yeah.
tower. So you all meet up outside of the complex.
We've got all of our gear now, right?
Yes, they have given you
And-
back your gear.
Cool. And I've got the safe still because I knew I hid that.
Safe was untouched. It was in the same spot you left it.
Cool. Just, paranoid about that thing. We took a whole season to get it.
Yeah, we probably should have asked him.
All right.
I hope this actually leads us to Neverwinter and not leave this somewhere else.
Why would he lead us somewhere else?
I don't know.
I don't know. The last guy that said that would help us with a portal just, kept us in the void until someone.
We don't even know that guy.
Yeah, and neither do us. We don't know that guy either.
To be fair, Stellan hasn't given me reason not to trust him. So if he trusts this son of dude,
I trust him with my life. He raised me since I was a boy, but
then yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I
just
got,
go with what he says.
yeah. and I
see if
got
it
raised
works.
I got raised by priests. I don't trust them farther as I can throw them.
that seems like a sad personal issue that you were going through that you should probably talk to someone about. I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Before we go, I need to go to the cemetery.
All right, let's it's right next door. Let's go.
Like, not even the weirdest place we've been today.
Well, I gotta meet someone at a bar first and see if they're there.
You're taking a date to the cemetery?
No, I'm taking an imp to the cemetery.
I mean, if imps are what you're into, I'm not gonna judge you.
Faye, don't make me regret saving your life.
I mean, I wasn't gonna
The
drown.
first time.
All right, let's. Are you? We can wait here if you're gonna go back to the bar, because again, cemetery is like right here.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna try to speed walk and see if the imp is at the tavern.
Yep, he is sitting there waiting by the front door. He looks rather impatient.
Hello, little one. As I say in Infernal.
He replies in Infernal. Hey, are you ready?
Yes, my friends are already next to the cemetery, but I'm sure we need another guide.
I'm not a good enough guide.
No, I was referring to you. I didn't want to go in there alone.
Oh, yes.
Blind.
Well, you're not blind, are you?
Well, yeah.
I'm confused. What do you need me for?
Just take me to the cemetery.
But you know where it is.
Yeah, but I don't know what the thing you want to show me is.
Oh, I was gonna show you something. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Are you sure you're ready?
No, I just got way more information than I needed. But I a glutton for punishment, so by all means, lead the way.
Okay. And he takes off back towards the graveyard. And the graveyard itself is not closed off like the area that you we're just at. What's your problem?
I'm an agent of chaos.
That is true. Cat's half in, half out anyway.
It's being nibbled
You're
on.
servants of the Leviathan.
So he leads you back to the graveyard, and the graveyard just has an iron gate, and the gate's not latched or anything. It's closed, but it's not latched, so it just kind of opens up as the imp kind of pushes them through him. You see him struggling for a little bit, like this gate seems to be a little heavy for him as he pushes it open. It's light as fuck for you. You just swing it open. And he kind of goes down the main road, and you see that this graveyard is full of like what are the above ground, like the mausoleums? Mausoleums. There's a whole bunch of smaller mausoleums that line the main road, and then it kind of tees off, and there's a giant mausoleum on the back end of the main road as it tees and separates left and right, and you see these other ones kind of start branching off into like in the ground burial plots, like grave sites. And he kind of walks up into the mausoleum area, and he kind of like turns back and smiles at you, and then turns back and he says, this is where we're going. And then he like reaches up and his wings kind of unfurl and he flaps and he hovers up about 2 feet so that he's about as tall as you are, and he reaches out and he grabs this big iron knocker and boom, boom, boom.
He's gonna bang the knocker.
Yep, he bangs the knocker 3 times. And the door opens to the mausoleum. You hear the stone cracking, and this, like, stale air just kind of wafts out, and your nose is hit by that. And it's not moldy, it's just like this stale, decay smell.
Yeah.
And he just kind of motions for you to go in as he's hovering, his wings flapping like a hummingbird really fast, and he's just kind of like hovering at eye level for you.
I walk in.
He looks to the rest of the group to motion to follow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna.
Let's do this.
Stellan is like in his book, like.
Faye does the whole normal, just grabs onto an article of his clothing and pulls him along.
What are we doing?
We're walking in, Stellan.
Oh, why?
Because we've got something to see here.
None of us are really sure.
I do not want to see a dead body. I've seen enough. I
Well,
can't read down there. It's dark.
As the last of you enter into this mausoleum, the door is shut behind you.
Of course the door shuts behind us.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the iron windows. You can see the imp's face as the smile cracks from ear to ear, and he just poofs into this flame and disappears.
All right,
I don't want
Rook.
to trust Stellan's dad, but I'll just trust this fucking nymph, said the bush. That's also in the mausoleum.
All right, Rook. Did you just lead us to our death? I'm just asking right now, because
Good for a friend.
Wouldn't be the first time.
We don't have time for this.
We
What are
don't
we
see
even
anything?
doing?
You are in a mausoleum, and the entire wall is filled with like the little plaques that symbolize the people that are buried underneath or behind the wall, you know, in the stacks and everything. The way mausoleums operate. I can't English today. It's fine. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
There are
okay.
2 torches on each wall, one on the north and south, and then one on the east and west. And they're just they're the only thing in here that's offering any light, as the only exterior window is the iron bars on the door that you can kind of see through, where the imp kind of smiled and chuckled and then disappeared.
Guess I'll take a quick speed reading glance at the different names in the plaques.
There's all kinds of names in here. None of them really like ring any bells. There's names like, you know, Bobka, Nas, Smith.
Can I
Jay-Z.
use my? I want to use my my Eldritch sight to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I'm going to mutter something under my breath and touch Faye. casting protection from good and evil.
Okay.
Does that make her explode?
Probably.
Yeah.
She's protected against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, lol, fiends, and undead. And she cannot be frightened, possessed by them. Frightened, possessed, or charmed.
Okay. As you detect magic, there is a particular, I guess, slot.
Mm.
Plaque?
There is an aura. Yeah, there's an aura around a particular plaque back on the far end. It's about 3 up from the bottom, so it's about like chest level,
Cool.
and it's about 3 in from the very far end, and it's just kind of glowing this black aura.
Okay, cool. I want to go inspect it, and because I've got Eyes of the Rune Keeper, I can read all writing.
Perfect. All right.
Well, I see that she notices something, and I'll walk over with her.
So I'm assuming because it's black, it's necromantic energy magic, but just if it's not, I would like clarification on that.
It is absolutely necromantic magic. And the plaque itself reads, I can't use that name, sorry. You guys would totally...
What, Joseph?
Trust us,
What will we
Joe?
do?
What was that? I didn't
you-
hear it. You cut out pretty bad. What, Joe?
We're good.
What's the name, Joseph?
What's the name? Tell us
Who's
the
in
name.
the box, Joseph?
The world
What's
wants
in
to
the
know.
box?
I'm sure this isn't how it's pronounced, but it's how it's spelled. Weenus. Weenus the Horrible.
Weenus the Horrible.
Sounds like a great conqueror.
That's so weird. That was my nickname in college.
Oh my god.
I have to change that. There's no way. That's not gonna... it's too late now. I've already said it out loud. So you guys are gonna call him Weenus anyway.
Yeah, we are.
I think it's like...
Maybe-
I think it's
maybe
supposed
he
to be
is from my
Venice
homeland
or
and he
Wen-
is
Wenice
Venice.
or something. Yeah, that's Venice or something. But it's spelled Weenus. So yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Venus. All right.
What, the
there's-
part of the body?
Aside from the obvious, does that name mean anything to us?
No. Never heard that name.
Anybody got dispel magic?
I don't got dispel magic. I can just tell that there's like some necrotic stuff around this, and she like starts like pointing out around the plaque where she sees the aura.
Yo, planar police. Anything you can do?
I don't think. I think Stellan's ignoring you.
You're muted.
Sorry, I was reading. What?
Do you have dispel magic?
I do not know.
You do not know it, or you do not know that you have it?
I do not know it.
Okay.
You've got healing, right, Stellan?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna touch it.
What?
Let's start.
Well, to be fair, you cast a spell, no?
Okay, so literally, I think Faye's best hope for a protection spell is protection from Faye.
Faye's best protection spell is
It's
gonna be
fine.
Death Ward, guys.
She's fine, guys.
So you reach out and you touch the plaque, and your fingers begin to kind of tingle a little bit.
Ooh.
Not like
Ah, the plaque
Do
of
I have to
Venus makes you
separate you
tingle.
two?
No, you said her fingers are tickling. Tickle.
Tingle, whatever.
It's
You know,
spreading.
like in college.
And none of us are bards.
She started it.
Okay. My fingers are tingling. What's going on?
That's it. It feels like metal, and the tips of your fingers are tingling.
Okay, cool. Can I do an investigation? Does it seem like this plaque is hiding something?
It looks kind of sus.
Like if I
mean-
open it, like is there like a little hidden nook behind it?
It kind of sticks out, and it looks like there are screws or something that like hold it in place. So it's kind of sticking out about maybe a centimeter from the actual marble wall.
Uh-huh.
So there might be something behind it, but it's a very, very small gap.
I'm
Can I
going
use
to
my-
cast. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I use my thieves' tools to try to unscrew it?
It would be very easy to do that. Yes, you could do that if
Okay.
you want to do that.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Sleight of hand, or
I mean, it's not really. Yeah, I mean,
Difficult?
it's
If
not
you have
difficult.
thieves'
You have
tools, it
tools,
should- yeah,
and it's a
it
very
should be-
obvious screw. You're not trying to
Okay,
break
I just want to make
anything.
sure. Yeah.
So you just physically do that, and as you do the final screw, the plate falls down to the ground, clink, 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 and there is a symbol behind the plate that has kind of been carved into the marble, and it is a stationary symbol that looks identical to the tattoo on Faye's wrist. It's not currently moving. It's a solid carving that's been carved into the marble. So hers kind of like squiggles and wiggles, but this one is solid and is like a solid carving.
Rook takes her arm that has the tattoo and places it on the thing.
She's still got her glove on, so like there's the leather in between.
I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to go into the ethereal plane, cast etherealness on myself, and see what I can see.
Okay. As you do that, you kind of disappear from sight from the others, and as you kind of absorb into the ethereal plane, you see that there are 3 individuals in hooded cloaks standing in a semicircle on the opposite end of the wall, looking at the 3 of you, and they notice you appear.
There's 4. We've got 4 people.
There's 3 of them, and they see the 3 of you,
Oh,
and then they see her kind of appear, Stellan
Okay.
appear.
cool.
so-
Cool.
They're staring at the 3 of you.
The 3 material ones.
Yes.
Cool. Got it.
Hi.
One of them, the one in the center, reacts to you waving by just lifting up an arm, and you see this skeletal, bony finger kind of coming through these sleeves. The robes that they're wearing look identical to the robes that your cultists were wearing. And it just kind of points at the slot or the spot that they're kind of working on.
He's gonna cautiously kind of move a little closer to see what it is that they're working on.
No, he points to the one that your 3 friends in the material plane are
Oh,
working on.
okay, got you. You
The one
want
with the
us
carved symbol.
to open it?
As you finish saying that, he kind of lowers his arm back down, and they're just watching.
Okay. This is what you wanted to show us?
There's no response. But I need you to your planeswalker feature. You can detect portals, right? Is that an active thing? Is that like a passive ability?
It's something that I would have to actively try and like do as far as
Yeah, it's
my
like a
understanding.
paladin's divine
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, so you have to
Yeah.
activate divine sense. Okay, so you have to consciously decide to look for them. Gotcha.
Are you working with Senna?
Very slowly, the arms come up and pull the hood back to reveal an ethereal skull. There's a little bit of skin hanging on the right cheek, and you can see like the tongue as it opens its mouth. The tongue just kind of flops out,
Gross.
and it just shakes its head no very slowly.
Okay.
Like our odds here. Let's just pop this thing open.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
You want to try using it skin to skin or skin to
Gross.
stone?
I guess. I mean, it's not worked so far, but and she takes off of her glove again and she presses her wrist, the mark to the mark.
Okay. For about 2 seconds, nothing happens, and then you feel this tightening, like it's being sucked into this carving, and you can't pull away at this point.
Well, this ain't good, guys.
You start to feel a warm sensation as if blood is being drawn from your skin in that spot. Like it's just a super hickey. Just right through the skin.
All right, this is not usually what I tend to go for, but does it just continue like sucking? It's a serious question, Joseph. Don't do this.
I can't wait till we record Aridin on Saturday. It's gonna be lit.
It does for about a minute.
Okay. Do I get like any like lightheaded sensation? Like, do I feel like I'm actually losing blood, or does it just feel like it's like bruising?
You start to feel lightheaded, and everybody else, Stellan doesn't because he's on the ethereal plane, but Rook and Arden, you start to see these like lines fill out like veins in the stone of this red liquid that looks like it's most likely probably her blood, and it kind of follows through and kind of like in a veiny pattern kind of expands to fill out the entire stone rectangle.
That effect has almost never gone badly. Let's do this.
All right. Let me know if you're if it's taking too much, and I'll try to help you get out of it. Or do you want to just get out of it now?
I'm just it's a little lightheaded right now, but I don't know if it's just anyone's blood. I'm because it feels like it's coming from. I did put the mark there, thinking that it would help.
Okay, she's out of it.
You instantly feel released. Your arm flops down. There's no physical puncture wounds, but it's very bruised. But you can still clearly see the mark on your skin. It is no longer moving.
That's odd. I've never seen it not move before.
The 3D imprint is no longer an imprint, but it's a bas relief of your blood as it's kind of like quivering, like kind of like Jello mold. Like, you know, it's got that 3D, and it's just sitting there, and the veins that have expanded begin to kind of throb as this thing pumps up and down, kind of like a heartbeat.
Is it in tune with my heartbeat?
Roll a medicine check.
Let's use this die. That's a 9.
It might be. It's kind of hard to find. You have a very weak pulse right now, so it's kind of hard to find it, but it feels like it might, and you're not 100% sure.
Cool. I want to put my glove back on first and foremost.
Oh, this doesn't bode
What
well.
does it look like from the ethereal plane?
Death.
You can see the same thing, but instead of like this blood, there's this green glow where all the veins are at and everything. And you see it pumping, and as it's like pumping, there's this spill around the sides, like around the seams of this green mist that's just kind of like pumping out in a like it's just kind of coming out in rhythm with the heartbeat.
Does this look like this is some sort of ritual?
Yes, you'd be familiar enough that you could identify that it is some sort of ritual.
Okay.
Can I-
Stellan, if you're here or nearby, like he's trying to reach. I think we have to be in the same plane of existence for my psychic link to work, but yeah, so
mine isn't. Mine just says, as an action, you can telepathically to a creature that you can see within 70 feet. So if I can see you,
Yep. You're on
Well, as
different
long as-
planes, so you cannot see them. You can just see what's
okay.
going on, and then the 3 hooded cloaks that are looking.
okay. If that's the case, he is going to try and mental link with them. Because we don't have to speak the same language to understand each other.
Okay. You're on different planes, though. Don't you have
No,
to
no,
be
no,
on...
he-
No,
she's
with
the
the
skull
Okay.
guy.
Skull
with the-
face.
yeah,
okay,
Scully.
okay. Gotcha.
With Red Skull.
What
Yeah,
ritual
pretty
is
developed.
this?
He
For science.
comes.
He comes.
He will... God damn it.
Super dickety.
Pro streamer.
He will be released.
Joseph, come on.
Why does this keep happening to us?
Asmodeus?
You see he reaches his arm up again, and you see that bony finger pointing on the right-hand side of the spot, which is where Rook stood when you disappeared.
Right, daddy issues guy. Okay.
I could say the same about you.
Resummoning Weenus to Turtle.
Okay. Is this a door? This is a door, isn't it?
He drops his hand, and the head begins to...
Okay. Fuck. Does this have to be the ritual to open the doors? It's like other doors, you know? It has to be this one?
No response.
Right. Okay. Thanks. He's gonna pop back in.
As you pop back in, you see that you can confirm that he was pointing at where Rook was standing.
Yeah.
Oh,
fun.
you're alive. Thank God.
So there's some 3 weirdos that are skeleton people over there, and they're watching us over here. And I'm pretty sure this is a portal to whatever he's coming, guy. So do you know someone who's coming?
No.
He's gonna
Do
look
I-
you dead ass in the fucking eyes, like no expression. No one's
Uh,
tracking you, or
No one that can't just find me. Like what? My dad?
I do not know your father, but does he work with skeleton people?
I don't know. I never went to work with him. He wasn't there for my life. I didn't go to
Cat, as
Bring
a
your-
player, wants to go over there and slap the shit out of you right now, but okay. I just have a feeling that this is probably not a good idea.
fine.
You know, is
Well,
and I'm not trying to be what's the word? Racist, but you have some sort of infernalness in your blood, and then an imp trapped us in here, and now we are potentially opening. I'm going to check if this is a portal.
Oh, you're activating thing.
Mhm.
Behind the stone, you detect a portal.
Right. Can I arcane check how to deactivate this?
I'll let you roll an Arcana check. It's going to be a very high DC, though.
That
14,
massive die.
15, 16, 17. 14, 15, 16, 17, yeah.
You know it could be stopped. You don't know how to do it.
You want to run back over to the tower and ask?
Senna, right? Yeah. I do
Wolves,
not
why
think
are
we
you still
should
here?
be doing this, especially as it's
Reasonably
linked
sure
with.
it's already been done.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
Is the portal already opening, or is it just
Is there
whatever
another-
charging up?
You get the sense that the ritual hasn't been completed yet, and it can be stopped because it hasn't been completed yet, but you're not sure how to stop it.
Okay.
Gabby, I need you to make me a willpower. What's willpower?
Will save?
Will save. Yeah, wisdom
Wisdom
save.
save?
Wisdom, yeah.
I was in vampire mode for a minute there. I don't know why. Wisdom
Just a
save.
reminder, she
Hey.
is still under protection from good and evil.
That is a 22.
Okay.
No, that's not gonna help. Okay. I'm going to. I think everyone should stand back.
All right. Can
Well,
someone help me up?
Yeah,
Oh,
Rook,
shit.
Rook will
Okay.
Rook will put his armor on and help you up.
She as you're helping her up, she kind of like looks at you, and especially at where your hand connects to her, and just kind of does a hard blink as she stumbles to her feet.
Okay. Once everyone is back, I'm going to try and cast Thunderclap at the weird thing over there.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what it is, you know.
Yeah. It's an inanimate object. It doesn't have any kind of saving thing or anything, so you would be able to cast it on it. Please roll your damage.
Thunderclap wean us right back into the ground.
All right, this is my. That is really weird. Is this? All right, there we go. 9.
Okay. Yeah, you cast Thunderclap, and a loud boom echoes through the mausoleum, and you hear cracking of stone, and you can see that some of the marble has chipped along the veins.
I'm gonna do it again.
Oh,
It's a cantrip.
While Stalin's doing that, I'm going to try to see if we're locked in this room.
Okay, you walk towards the front door of the mausoleum as Stellan casts it again, and again, you see little tiny chips kind of come off along the veins. You feel like you could definitely do this. It would probably take 2 or 3 hours to chip through enough to kind of crack it.
Sorry, everyone has to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's for the
Why?
sonic boom.
Yeah.
Sonic boom! Side kick.
Does a 16 make your save?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Anything over 15.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh, my fell down.
I got exactly 15.
Get some better adhesive.
Hey, your ears aren't bleeding. Yeah, he like cast it and he's like, oh.
What's the radius on it?
It's 100 feet, but if can be heard up to 100 feet away, each creature within range other than you must make a Constitution save with 15.
Hey, Gabby,
Second.
can you roll a wisdom saving throw again?
Sure. We live for it here, you know? That is a 17.
Okay, the range is 5 feet.
Oh,
So
okay,
I
then
guess
yeah,
you're fine, yeah.
Yeah. Joe, is the door locked?
As you shake off the ringing from that, yes, it seems to be not just locked, but barred from the other side.
Mm.
Okay, I have a thought. This worked, when we were cutting coral things. Let me try this sword thing.
Rook, you and she's got her hand to her head. You said that you were wanting to help out with the ritual earlier, right?
What ritual?
And she holds up her left hand.
Well,
That
not. Well, I mean, if it was something good, but he said there was information about me. Now, it kind of makes sense if it's about my father.
yeah. You mind? There's something bothering me, and it might help. I don't know if it's the wall, but there's something.
Can I do a medicine check
On what? For what?
for Faye?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do a medicine check on Faye to see if Faye is experiencing some sort of illness.
18.
You do see Faye looks a little paler than normal. Definitely a little clammy and sweaty.
I will cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. Faye, as
General malaise.
Specifically, Lesser Restoration cures blindness, deafness, paralyzed, and poison.
you feel a little better, Faye, physically.
Mhm.
And after that wraps up, you hear a voice ringing out in your head. It's deep and gravelly. Not a voice you've heard before. Because you do already hear voices, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear their voices in my head. They talk to me. Sorry.
All right. Do you mind helping me out, Rook, please? We started something, and I don't think this is gonna finish it, but maybe. And she like looks at him, and she's got like there's slight tears gathering in her eyes because the ringing in her head is just getting really loud. Please, can we just try?
He looks at her and just, yeah, sure. What do you need me to do?
I need your blood.
Stone's gonna awkwardly just.
Everybody's like,
Arden, do you need help?
hold up a minute.
Harden, you did pull out your sword, right? And you're going to attempt this on the
Yes.
door. It is an inanimate object, so you don't need to swing your attack roll, but I need you to swing your damage.
And this is on the plaque thing, whatever.
Oh, the plaque. I thought you were headed towards the front door. Okay. You're
No,
trying to get
I'm
on the
just-
plaque. Gotcha.
Gonna try and get this done in less than 3 hours. That is 11.
Okay. So, describe your swing. How are you swinging at this thing?
I'm actually going to try and stab it at the pulsy part.
Okay. As you do that, it gets deflected off of it, almost like you're hitting like a breastplate, like a metal object. It just kind of bounces off the tip of the sword, just kind of bing.
Well, that worked the last time.
Hey, before I sacrifice any of my blood, I think you can knock this door down, get big like you do, which honestly, we know very little about you. can you do that? Don't you get stronger or whatever?
I get the larger, not necessarily stronger, but I can try.
It's worth
I
a shot. I
will
don't think I want to open that other door.
do Giant's Might and grow large.
Okay, you've to the point where you're kind of feeling like a little bit more claustrophobic now in here.
And I will go to the door that is barred and attempt to knock it open.
Okay,
I
roll a
will
strength
try to
check.
help. I'm not that strong, but I will try to help.
I'm helping. I have no idea what we're doing, but
Advantage
I'm
on
helping.
strength checks. Here we go. That is a strength. Ooh, plus
I got a 14 in
a
strength.
20.
Like not natural, right?
Not natural, no.
Okay, thank you. As if you had any choice in it.
Great.
Is them trying to mess with the wall bringing me any further distress, or am I just feeling the normal stuff so far?
So far, you're just feeling the normal stuff, but as Arden walks over there and begins to kind of push on the door, you hear wooden cracks, and the door swings open with a violent push as one of the pew benches from the bottom of the tower was locked up against the graveyard.
Okay.
It snapped in half with Arden's might.
Mm.
And the
Okay.
door is now open. And then you get this, like, it's almost like a migraine as you're kind of like forced to kind of like go down and you get that ringing in your head again.
Rook, please. It's getting. Please, Rook.
I can't let him out.
Rook, I don't know if I can even move from here. I don't even need your blood on the wall. I just need to see it, please.
Is there any place where we saw like any temples to any gods on our like grand tour of the city? when we
The
were walking?
tower itself from what Senna was used to be a temple, but it's no longer. It's now the cult's operating area.
Yeah,
but
so
there were
there's
no
no
other
other, like-
temples.
Was it to any other gods?
In the graveyard, there are symbols of gods carved onto the mausoleums, or like grave markers that have symbols of some of the gods. But there doesn't seem to be any temples.
Stupid. All right. Like maybe we can carry her to Neverwinter and like find a cleric there that can help her.
I agree. We should leave.
All right. You guys say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yes.
I cast Shatter.
On what?
The group.
Okay, roll your. That's a dex save, I believe, right?
On save.
Con save. Everybody roll a con save.
Oh, that's a big plus on that one. Ooh, natural 20 again. Sorry.
God damn it, dude. That's fine.
What's the DC? I got a 17.
It
19.
DC is 14. This is specifically going to be cast mainly around Rook.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a save or suck. Yeah, half as much damage on a successful one. So cool. All right, 15 damage.
Oh. She really trying to kill me, huh?
Is that already halved or?
That's already halved. It was
Yeah,
30.
I saw the 30. It's like,
So that's,
okay.
That's all of us.
Mhm.
Faye, I need you to calm down.
I
What?
need
Why is this happening?
I
What the
need
hell
you
was that?
to show your blood. Rook, please.
No, don't. We need to get out of here now.
Okay, Rook is going to try to grapple her.
Okay, contested athletics.
No, don't. And he's going to stop you.
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
17 again.
Shit.
Okay, Rook has a 17.
23.
23, all right.
18.
18. And Arden?
15.
Okay. So, Stellan, you get to go first. You're stopping Rook. What are you
Yeah, I'm
doing?
going to stop him and, like, that is not a smart move. She wants your blood and you're just going to go right up to her? Are you really going to be doing this?
I was going to grab her and fly in the fucking air.
Again, probably not the best idea. She's scrappy as hell.
Okay.
Go open the door.
I need the two of you to roll athletics.
He's scrappy.
Well, I'm not going to contest to him.
Oh, okay. So
Like,
you're not contesting. You're not
yeah.
trying to break free. Okay. Then Rook, what are you doing? Then it's your turn.
I'm going to get her to chase me. I'm going
I
to
thought
I'm going
it
to
would
fly.
be me 'cause I'm 18 and he had 17.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. I wrote them backwards. Faye, it's your turn first. What are you doing?
Alright. I'm going to brandish. I'm just gonna pull a dagger. I don't feel like I need to pull out the cutlass. And she's gonna try and get her way up to Rook and just go for a quick slash, trying to get like any sort of open skin because she just feels the need for the blood. She doesn't feel like this desire to maim entirely.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack. Remember, you have your armor on.
Yes. All right. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
You miss.
Cool.
Okay.
Does that wait? Does this help me at all, or no? No, that doesn't help me. Cool. All right.
Okay, so you take a swipe, but Rook, you know she's you see her pull the knife out, and you see her come towards you, and you know what she's trying to do. So instead of engaging, you just dodge out of the way.
Why won't you dodge?
Rook, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
If you want my blood so badly, come get it. And Rook will fly in the air. And he's gonna use a bonus action. He's gonna move. He's gonna use his bonus action to disengage from her, move the 30, and then move another 30 in the
Okay,
air.
so
Is big enough for that?
the door is open, so you could run out and then disengage, run out, and then fly up and disappear into the sky.
Oh, the door's open now?
Yeah, Arden has busted.
Yeah,
it open.
Sorry, I was-
Yeah.
That was the...
Yeah.
Pushing up. That brings us to Arden. Arden, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here, but I'm gonna.
You can always non-lethally knock her out.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go for.
Yeah, you can always specify non-lethal when you're attacking.
Yeah, why would we ever do that? You know, it's not like I just killed a cultist or anything early on because I didn't specify non-lethal.
Great. All right. Ooh, okay. Well, that's a miss because that's like 11.
Yeah, no, that misses.
That one, however, is a 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Knock her out.
We will add our extra giant strength thing on here. And
Big hook.
that will be.
Give it to me. I'm ready for it.
That will be 12
Cool.
points of flat upside the head damage.
Cool.
I will say if you're specifying non-lethal and you roll a nat 20 on your attack, we'll say that that's a
Instant knockout.
instant
Knockout.
knockout.
Cool.
That wasn't a nat 20, was it?
No,
It was not.
I'm
Oh,
just-
okay.
I'm
It's like, geez,
stating
my arms
that
can't
for-
take it.
No, just going forward, so that
Okay.
way you don't like accidentally kill someone.
That's gonna bring us up to Stellan. Stellan, you've seen all this take place. What are you doing?
Be really, really sad. Faye,
Yes,
let's just get outside. I'm sure if we just get outside, everything's gonna be fine.
it's not. It's not.
You don't know that. You don't know that. Can I Arcana check what the like potential, like what's going on between that and whatever the fuck she just did?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. I was trying to figure out if you succeeded the roll, what I could give you for that, but I got it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
14,
Oh my God.
16,
What'd you roll?
17, no. 16, sorry.
16. Okay. You do see that there seems to be some kind of connection between the way she's acting. This is not normal for Faye. This is outside of Faye's normal personality that you've known so far. Okay.
It's a little bit on the extreme side, but
Is she charmed?
She's not charmed.
She's not possessed either.
No, because she's still got the
Okay.
protection.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna make my way over to Faye. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Faye. Faye, what are you doing? You've seen Rook disappear.
did Rook leaving the mausoleum cause any additional distress?
Not like there's no physical reaction
Right,
to
right,
it or
right.
anything.
No,
and no, you
okay,
didn't
cool.
hear anything.
All right. She kind of like is rolling her shoulder and clenching her left hand. I need him. I need to go after him. And so she's going to use all of her movement to go after Rook.
Okay.
Because I don't have the move 3 times on a round. So
So you all see Faye just take off outside of the mausoleum, and as you leave the mausoleum and exit the stone surface and hit that grass, you
lie in the grass next to the mausoleum.
yes,
Damn it. You got it before I did.
you start to feel a release, like you instantly feel that influence.
Kind of like a snap.
Yeah, it's not so much of a snap as it is like the fuzziness just kind of fades and becomes clear.
Cool. So how I'm imagining that is that as she's walking out, like she's like sprinting out until she hits the grass, and then she kind of slows down to a stumble, like and kind of drops the dagger, and then kind of falls down to her knees a little bit, holding her head.
Yep. And then that brings us to Rook. Rook, you are continuing to fly. You see, as you look back, your plan is working. She has chased you out of the mausoleum.
Okay. This is not exactly what I wanted when, you wanting anything to do with me. Rook will just float there and go he'll be like 80 feet in the air above, like he won't get too close to her, just in case anything stupid happens.
Okay. I guess we'll get to Arden, and then after Arden's turn, we'll drop the combat order.
I will run out, and do I see that she seems... Well, she dropped the dagger, right?
Yes, you see the dagger on the ground next to her, and she seems to be kind of collecting herself on the ground.
So I'm gonna give it a hold for a minute and see if she needs another one.
Okay, we'll go ahead and drop the initiative
Are-
order, and you guys
Are you being you again?
You see that she's now like clawing at one of her necklaces and like holding it between her hands. I think so. It's less fuzzy now.
If it's all the same, I'm just gonna stay up here for a while.
That might. She starts to respond and then clears her throat and calls out louder for Rook to hear. That might be smart. I don't know if it's a proximity thing.
Oh shit.
That too.
Oh man.
Rook's inner monologue. Oh man.
I'm sorry about that. I can't say that I'm not sure what went on there, but well, there's a little bit I knew, at least.
How about you guys head to the demon pits? I'm gonna go find me a little imp, and I'm going to strangle it. Him. I'm going to kill him. Can I do a perception check to see if he's nearby?
Go ahead. What is your passive perception?
Not enough.
Okay.
Not enough.
Oh, actually, my passive perception is 19.
Wow.
If he's got expertise in perception, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You see pointy ears sticking out behind a grave site, like a tombstone.
I'm going to expend one of my psychic dice to do the mental link, and I'm going to make my voice sound like my father's. You have failed me.
Right? Not even the same imp. Dude's like, what?
I don't even know you.
Failed you. I don't even know you.
All of you, about maybe 200 feet away, hear this like blood-curdling scream. And you see an imp pop up from behind a gravestone and just like start booking it.
Smart, bitch.
And I fly as soon as I see him fly. I'm gonna.
Can I grab my dagger from the ground and throw it?
Sure. All three of you roll those attacks. It's an AC of... Oh, sorry. You said 2?
Oh, I mean like damage, sorry.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's an AC of 10. I'll be right back.
I just barely hit it. I had an 11.
Go ahead and roll your damage and add it all up for me. I'll be right back.
I want to kill him.
You don't have to kill him, Jesus.
He's an imp. I don't think he has that much health.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. If you guys were hitting him and you already took 2, he's like.
I realize I don't need. I'm just hunters marking him, so he can't disappear. So I don't actually do damage.
Okay. Oh, hunters mark the extra damage you would have done if you did attack.
Yeah.
Amp is about 10 hit points.
Well, I just rolled 5, so as long as you've got more than 5, the guy's fucking dead.
Yeah, no, Rook is gonna like use his incredible movement and.
Stop it, Max.
Never.
Stop being a nuisance.
I am an agent of chaos. You cannot stop me.
Anytime I go and roll my dice, he's just swatting at my hand.
What you do?
Chaos.
What you do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
I want to roll the dice. Maybe I'll get an improvement if I let my cat roll the dice.
Probably.
Good too. It's worth a try.
Like take the cat's paw and just make him hit the dice on the digital dice. Click the mouse.
Yeah, right? Sorry about throwing shatter on you guys. But
That's cool.
Not the first time.
Like Rick says, like this is not
even
exactly the way I
thing that's
wanted you
happened to us today.
right?
When I wanted you into me, this expected.
Okay. I have returned. What was the damage total?
I did 5 damage. I don't know what Rook did.
I wasn't trying to damage him. I was trying to capture him.
Oh, I did 5 damage to him.
Okay.
I did no damage, Joe. Sorry. It was
Max.
just
shut
to track him.
I got a 17. God, what's met me in 17s today? For athletics to grab him.
Okay. What were you using, Faye?
I threw my
Your
dagger.
That's right. Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm. So Rook, you're flying down and you kind of like tackle on top of it. Like it's that scene from the Avatar movie, not the good one, but the blue aliens where he's on the big giant thing and he falls down onto the
The bigger one?
The bigger one, yeah. So you kind of like do that, only it's opposite because you're bigger than him, and you just like smack into the ground and roll, and you've got him by like the shoulders, and you've got a grip on his wings, and you're kind of tucking him around so he can't get away, and you realize that he's like limp, and you look down and you see that there's a dagger right through his jugular. He is still like alive, but he's like mortally wounded.
He's only mostly dead.
Can you still talk?
Girl in the blood spits out of his mouth.
Can you still talk?
I'm gonna use the last of my magic to heal the stupid bastard.
Okay, so you walk up and
For 7 points.
the dagger just kind of like pops out and you see the wound
Yeah, I'm good.
close.
Take it out, cast the spell, and then hold it back to his throat.
All right. Isn't this nice?
It's not particularly.
Yeah, does no one know fucking sarcasm? All right, so.
Seems to be kind of the way you talk all the time.
Yeah. All right. So, you want to tell me what the fuck just happened?
I only do his bidding.
Why does my father need me to open some gate in the Shadowfell?
So he can come through, of course. He wants to see you very desperately, Rook.
He saw me like weeks ago. He appeared out of nowhere and was like all cryptic, like, I'm your father.
But that was a different realm. He doesn't have access to the Shadowfell. How did you get here? Don't tell me. I don't want to have to tell him. The less I know, the better.
Honestly, you better be hoping you live long enough to even tell anyone anything after I'm done with you.
You think if you kill me here, it's going to be the end of me? I just return home.
Stellan nods. Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, that
Well,
tracks.
here's the thing. Stellan has this little cute little ability where he can track people. You see, his job is to track creatures through the planes. And, I can hunt you in your natural plane. I got here pretty easily. I can get to 9 hells.
No offense, Rook, but I'm much more afraid of your dad than I am you.
Oh, so we should just kill you then?
Again, if you want,
Yeah.
I'll just go home.
Yeah, and I'm sure his father's going to be looking for you immediately for failing.
Don't know, guys.
Imagine what he's going to do.
Ooh.
I got this little vial of holy water. Maybe that would convince him to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
He starts to kind of be a little bit more rigid. There's no need for that.
You do look a little thirsty. Here.
I need you to roll a deception because you don't actually have one, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't
Hey, we
think- I
have
don't know, I
knives
didn't
and
even
shit
look.
against this guy.
Ooh, 18.
He doesn't
Plus
know
something.
that like I do, but I still want you to roll a deception for that.
Deception. I have advantage on deception. How about that?
I wonder
Still the same.
why.
Yeah, me too. Tell us your.
What's your story,
Not the
Arden?
reason you think. It's a rune night thing. Y'all just ease down. It's a 24.
24. Yeah, he believes it, and he went from confidently coy to like terrified, and he'll probably answer anything.
Okay. So, What does my father want with me?
Well, obviously, right now, your blood is the key to opening the seal on the portal. If we break the seal, then he can come through to the Shadowfell, and play ball.
Okay, give me the holy water.
No. Okay. So, you know how he wasn't there your entire childhood. Well, he wants to make up for it. He just wants to spend quality time with his son.
I'm gonna slap him with the freaking with the knife, like the flat end of it. Stop wasting our time. I have other things to be doing right now besides interrogating an idiot.
Yes, you do.
If we had opened this up and let Rook's father through, it would have been an easy way in for the Asmodeus to get in as well.
Probably.
Most definitely.
Or perhaps they are both going to fight over this plane to get into the next plane. It seems to be a thing.
I don't think my father.
War God wants to come in and drown the world. Asmodeus wants to go through.
He's
and
not
do
my
whatever
god.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's
Your
not my
father
God.
wants to come through and spend some time. Do you have anyone else that we need to know about? Looks over at Arden.
I don't think so.
Arden's got a whole story we don't know. We don't know.
It's kind of a running bit with us, but anyway. Is my father working with Asmodeus
No.
directly?
Your father doesn't work for that jackal.
No, his father works for my patron.
Well, then it makes sense why he would want to come here.
I mean, you can confirm it, little one, but seeing that I heard everything.
I'd really rather not. I'm already involved more than I'd like to be.
All
Wait,
right.
what?
He's gonna pull out his canteen and just.
And since I still have the mental link in my head. I'm going to be like, yes. And when you get back, we're going to have so much fun for your family.
He's gonna start pouring it and slowly kind of moving it towards him.
Both of you roll advantage on intimidation.
Oof. So, Cat rolled a natural 20. Total of 23. Sorry.
At the sight of the water being poured and the voice in his head, he does straighten up and he's like, okay, stop. At this point, the holy water's actually looking pretty good. And he just looks up and says, bring it on.
We've over intimidated.
Wait.
So
If we
wait a
kill-
minute.
Hey,
We
look,
kill you, you go back to my father.
and
Not with holy water.
I'm saying this is me talking from a sailor's point of view. If someone's causing a mutiny, you send them back to their captain. If we're done with him here and he needs to learn a lesson, I just say we stick that knife back in his neck and send him back to your dad.
No. You're gonna use the holy water, right? And he's kind of leaning towards the water.
He stops it and he's like, I shouldn't be wasting this on you. Not worth it. Go ahead, Faye.
Can I have my knife? And she
He's like, that's not gonna do good work. It's not silver, but perhaps.
oh, and if it's not, it'll take a longer time in that tense. So I feel it'll be fine.
No, I got the perfect thing, and at the tip of his fingers, the hellfire that he makes. It's like, this won't leave a mark, but it's going to scramble your brains. And he'll put the tip at his into his and he'll start to it'd be fuzzy right here, the static on old TVs.
Yeah.
And
You're too young to feel that.
but Brooke will kind of like amp it up a little bit to where it's like actually starting to form a migraine right here in his brain.
Okay. He reacts with terror. Okay. What do you want? I don't want to go back.
Tell us what we need to know. What the fuck is my father up to?
He works for the Dark One.
To do what?
He's a scout. He's supposed to clear a path. This would be a great staging area.
So I'm a little bit confused right now because isn't your father some sort of infernal thing?
Yes.
Like, why would he? They have their own, goals and things, right? Like, why would he work trying to bring about like a void?
Does anyone do anything? Power.
Sounds more demonic than infernal. There has to be some deal, something he's getting out of this.
Faye just pulls off of her glove and shows her mark.
That. Perhaps it
He
was the
drops
same-
to his knee and like starts bowing to you, Faye.
Okay, now we have to keep him.
That I will kill.
You
him for
serve
that.
the Dark One as well.
I've got a connection.
I'd say that's more than a connection. He looks over at Rook. Your father doesn't even have the mark.
I guess this means, if I say so, I'm your new boss?
Of course. I pledge fealty to the one true Dark Lord. And since you have the mark, I work for you.
Great. I want you to be our inside man.
Yes, inside man here in the Shadowfell. I am on it. I will get you all the information.
Oh, that's cute, don't you think? I need a little bit more of a direct eye.
No, don't send me back. He's gonna kill me and my family. My family. Like, I have little imps. Implets. I have implants. Please, think of the
Inside.
implets.
Insight the fuck out of this guy. Bullshit. 16.
That bitch be lying. That's a 23.
Yeah, he doesn't have implants. He is saying whatever he can not to be sent back.
I am done with this one. We have to get going. Do you know where there is a crevice in the shape of a monkey?
In the demon pit?
Ah, yes, I can show you. Yes, don't send me there, and I will take you straight to the monkey pit.
All right.
You
Well,
sent us anywhere else, and we are sending you right back home.
I would never do something like that to you. He looks at Faye.
yeah, just keep that in mind next time you see our faces around here, all right?
He nods really quickly. Yeah, of course.
Of course. And if anything interesting, dealing with his father, points over to Rook, or my patron, that we need to know about, you come find us. I don't care where the hell we are. You're finding us. I make myself clear? I'm going to... I'm just going to use True Strike kind of as like a flare thing, so that way it kind of like shows that I've got magic on the tips of my hands. Like, you're finding us.
If you're on this plane, no problem. But I can't.
You're going to do whatever it takes to find us.
Yeah, we're
Or
going
I'm
to
sending
Neverwinter,
you-
asshole.
Or I'm sending you. Who knows where they'll deal with you.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it
Hey, boy.
takes.
Stellan, you still got that little that rock that you said it was like a one-time use to the abyss?
Yes.
That's where we'll send him.
I think that it would be fitting. Kind of gets up and
That help?
just stands to the side and just kind of opens his book and just starts writing in it.
Right, come on, show us.
Yeah, he opens his wings and begins to flutter and takes off and... Oh, yeah, and then he, like, lands and then unfurls his wings. I forgot, some of you can't. And he just, like, starts strolling out of the
Yeah, no.
graveyard.
Yeah, no, trust me, I take used to it.
Graveyard is fire.
And he leads you through town all the way along towards the eastern part and then south along the crevice. And this crevice is massive. It's like bigger than the Grand Canyon crevice. And he leads you to the southern part of it. He says it's about 300 feet below us right here.
All right, so you've got 300 feet left to show us.
Yeah, but he unfurls his wings and flies and says, one of you can easily make it down, but what are the rest of you going to do?
Stellan's already like going through his bag, like it's in here somewhere. Holds up the rope.
Puts an arm around around Faye's waist and just like picks her up and carries her down.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
start spelunking.
You find a solid, like massive tree that's just branch, but the trunk itself is pretty solid. So you tie the rope around there, and it's 300. How much rope do you have? Because it's 300 feet long.
50, so we have to spelunk.
Yeah. Okay.
I was coming back up for you, but
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
thanks for
also-
letting everybody know.
I also have 50 feet of rope, but that still leaves
So-
us a little short.
You've got 100 feet of rope combined. I might have rope.
So as the two of you get down there,
I do not.
Faye and Rook, and he leads you down and kind of goes through, he points out that there's this crevice, and it is in the shape of a like little lemur monkey with the tail and everything. It's natural rock, but it does actually look like a monkey.
adorable.
And
So I had a potion of climbing that I could have given someone.
and as you're standing there on this little ledge in front of this like crevice inside the pit that looks like a monkey, there in the center there is a little pedestal that looks like a hexagonal crystal would sit and lock into it.
Okay.
Rook is going to fly it back up and get to Arden and Stellan. Oh, you guys are halfway here.
Well, about a third of the way there, yeah.
I was joking.
They're not living on a prayer. Well, Faye actually probably is living on a prayer.
Always. Always.
So you get up there, and Stellan and Arden have climbed down 100 feet of rope, and they've kind of started to climb down the crevice.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
send Jazeera up to survey and make sure we are not being followed by anyone.
Okay. Yeah, Jaziri goes up and just kind of hovers and keeps an eye out, and nobody seems to be paying any attention.
All right.
In fact,
you,
the whole demon pit is it's not even like a tourist thing. Like the Grand Canyon, I made a comparison, is a tourist place, and there's lots of people there to look at it. This is almost like a barren, avoided area of Evernight.
Cool.
You want to live or you want to climb the rest of the way down?
You know, the faster we get to Neverwinter, the better. But you know,
I was just asking.
for the sake of brevity, I don't give a fuck how the hell we get down there because I'm about to throw Stellan from the top of this shit. Can we just get down there?
So yeah, you make your way down, and you get to the edge of the thing, and you see the monkey-shaped crevice and the pedestal. And the crystal that he gave you looks like it would fit perfectly in there.
All right, Portal Man, do your magic.
Shamana.
I will bet you everything we make for the next year this doesn't take us to Neverwinter.
I
What?
would never
Um,
take that bet ever.
Before the imp leaves, I'm gonna take my dagger, and I'm gonna cut a strip from one of my clothes, just a strip of fabric, and hand it to him. I'm trusting you to use this wisely, in case there's anything we need to know. Remember, whatever it takes, right?
Whatever it takes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. And she hands him the strip of clothing, so that way he's got something of Faye's to find her by.
Okay. He holds on to it, and then he's just kind of hovering in the crevice. Stellan, you put the crystal in there, and there's a pretty standard portal opening ritual that you're used to, and you cast that, and the crystal cracks, and the portal opens. And it's this swirling, like... It's almost like stars in the sky have kind of melded together and are swirling in a circular counterclockwise pattern.
Does the crystal breaking, is that any reminiscent to the crystal fracturing that brought us to the Shadowfell?
There's a different pattern of the fracture, but it's reminiscent of that, yes.
Okay, cool.
See you on the other side. Hopefully we're not flying through the air. Just gonna walk through.
Should I go? Wait, should I go first then?
No, let's just go and follow
How are
Stellan.
you going to even tell us if there's something wrong?
I could catch you.
All of us, like you did last time? And he's gonna walk through.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Technically, I did.
Oh, you didn't. You caught Faye. He went through the swamp, and I helped myself through a portal.
No, I grabbed one of you.
So you all walk through this portal, and it's the same sensation as the last portal you went through, but it feels more controlled and less chaotic. Like it's almost like this gravity feeling of going through a tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're left outside of that tunnel, and you're standing on top of the summit of a mountain. And as you look down, you can see the city of Neverwinter below you. I know in canon the chasm is not a mountain, but I have inverted my chasm in Neverwinter. So there is a mountain in the chasm where the demon pit once stood. So as you kind of look around, you can see that there's a graveyard. There's where the graveyard was in Everlight. So this kind of mirrors...
As above, so below.
Yeah. And instead of a river of fire, there is a river that cuts through the center of Neverwinter, and you have arrived at Neverwinter, standing on the summit of...
Outside of Neverwinter. You just have to walk there.
And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Well, that's a hell of a thing.
We did it,
We
guys.
actually
finally
made
did
it to Neverwinter,
No, we
guys.
haven't. We have not made it to Neverwinter. We still have to get down this fucking mountain, walk across this whole fucking bitch. And I don't know if you guys ever played this game, but there's a lot of shit going on outside of Neverwinter. There's a whole fucking lich bitch you gotta deal with. It's a whole bullshit mess over there.
And we have to get down the mountain without any rope because it's all hanging.
It's all hanging over there.
It's all
Yeah, I
hanging
don't
out.
have any rope either.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Neverwinter. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the next episode. Yeah, thank you for that link.
Yeah.
I don't know why the bot is doubling up on things now.
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's having some issues.
But yeah, 2 weeks, we'll be back with Neverwinter. Join us tomorrow for Java with Joe in the morning, and then Thrilling Thursday at 9 p.m., where we're playing the second part of The Dark Descent. Saturday is going to be Couples Therapy, and I believe they have another Steam key to give away. So if you tune in to Couples Therapy, they'll give you a keyword. You type it in the Couples Therapy Discord chat channel, and the first person to do that wins a Steam key. I can't tell you what game it's for. Sorry, I don't know. But tune in and they'll tell you. And then a whole bunch of stuff happening next week. If you want to find out what all is going on, check out thenerdasylum.com/schedule, or go to thenerdasylum.com and click on the schedule, and it'll bring it all up. And we have all kinds of awesome nerdy stuff, new projects coming. Oh. Dralicon 2022, July 15th through 17th. Our Kickstarter is not launched, but the preview page is live. Make sure you check out Kickstarter.com. Link is in the Discord, as well as we could probably put it in the text chat somewhere. Hit that notify me on launch so that you can get your discounted early tickets for the Kickstarter when that goes live here in September. You'll definitely want to be a part of that because it's coming back bigger and better.
We could
Forget to follow us on the social medias.
Yes,
Our Instagram, our Twitter. We also have a TikTok where you can find funny clips from other previous shows, as well as this one on there. Coming up soon. DB's doing an awesome job on that. Make sure you check out the website. And don't forget, we also have a Patreon. So if you like what we do here, please continue to support us. And we really, really appreciate it. We have more awesome stuff that you guys can find from behind the scenes.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time. Thank you for posting that link. Definitely check out the Kickstarter. Sign up to notify you when that goes live. So until next time, stay nerdy, friends.
Eat the stream!